We want to bring in now Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin of Wisconsin. Last week, the Wisconsin Supreme Court overturned the governor's stay-at-home order. So, Senator, first of all, how are things going in your state?
Well, we now have a patchwork of regulations and rules in cities and counties across the state. And that's caused a little bit of chaos. It's also prevented us from reopening in an orderly way and following the best practices, the gating criteria that's out there of 2 weeks of declining rates in new cases and having sufficient PPE for people to restart businesses, but also protect their workers and their customers. It was so disappointing to see this pandemic politicized. This was a lawsuit that went before our Supreme Court, brought by the Republican leadership of the state legislature to question a public health ruling that was keeping Wisconsinites safe. And it was so disappointing to see our state Supreme Court play politics rather than focus on the public health.
So explain the patchwork now that you're working with. Where are the biggest inconsistencies and sources of confusion for residents of your state?
Yeah, well, it's hard to even figure out. In one county, the county placed a stay-at-home order through Memorial Day, but different jurisdictions within that county did not. And so you see a lot of travel from place to place to find, entertainment or places to go out, and that's really unsafe right now. Again, this shouldn't be politicized. This should be about our public health. And done by the book, as far as we know, in terms of protecting ourselves from this coronavirus. The idea was bring the caseload down enough so that we can then contact trace for every new case that is identified, do sufficient testing so that we can early on find if there's a community spread, an outbreak. And this ruling by our Supreme Court has sped up the process so that we're not at that place yet where we can test adequately and trace adequately. We were building towards that, but the Supreme Court just struck down a public health order.
Senator Tammy Baldwin, thank you very much.